I was so obsessed with being the best. I was so obsessed with my dream, and I felt like if I didn't do everything that I could do, then it was my fault. So like I said, I was waking up every single morning, and
No excuses.
no excuses. I'm like, there's no excuses. And if I have excuses, my competition's loving that. That's what they want me to have excuses. They want me to not do these abs and do these push-ups and be on the track running in 10-degree weather and running when it's raining outside. It's like, I'm getting better, I'm getting better. And like I said, it took the fun out of it for me. It became not
Like an obsession?
And it became an obsession. And so it started leading to like, okay, what else can I do to run faster? What else can I do to perform? And my weight was always an issue. I've always been naturally muscular. I've always had broad shoulders. I've always got the big thighs from my mama. And that's just how I'm built. So my coaches would always, the first thing would be your weight. If you lose weight, you'll run faster. And
Lose muscle weight?
it's a toxic thing. And to a certain extent, it is true. You have to get in shape. But then I took it overboard.
Right.
And I developed eating disorders. And I hid it from my coaches. I hid it from my parents. But I ran faster, which is crazy. And I got a scholarship, and I went to college. But then
Do you think you would not have gotten the scholarship if you weren't doing all that?
I think I would have. I think I would have.
Yeah.
But I ran faster. I got the scholarship, but then it caught up with me, and I got injured. And I know for sure it was because I was not healthy.
Right.
It's not sustainable. You're not supposed to be doing that. And then, being 18 years old and first time out of, your house, and you feel like, okay, I finally made it out of my small city. And I was like this not a hometown hero, but everybody was very, very proud of me.
Sure.
And to go to college at 18, and all of a sudden my identity was track. My identity was my performance. If I didn't perform well, I felt like, well, nobody wants to be friends with the lame girl who doesn't perform very well, and my scholarship is being threatened, and what do I do? Am I just going to go back home? And that's embarrassing.
Right,
And so
right.
it just became, I got depressed. I didn't know how to handle that, being 18 years old and being out there on my own and not opening up to my parents, and just being in my own head and making things bigger issues than what they really were at the time.
Right.
And so I transferred. I feel like I ran away from my problems instead of like facing them. Transferred to Texas A&M, and
where were you?
I was at University of South Carolina my freshman year.
Okay.
And then I transferred to Texas A&M, and it got even worse. I got on medication for depression, which my parents didn't know about, and I started feeling better. And I was like, okay, I feel better. I'm gonna stop this medication, and I stopped cold turkey. And that you're not supposed to do that. And I spiraled so bad. I just felt like I was trying to swim back to the top, and I had like a weight on my ankle, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And so my coach at Texas A&M was the one who, I feel like he was a mentor before he was a coach. He said, you're not getting on that track until you get yourself together. Because
he could just see it in you?
Yeah, he pulled me aside one day and said, what's going on? Are you okay? And I broke down. I said, no. And I don't know what's wrong. I can't figure it out. And so it was mainly because I stopped the medication cold turkey, and I went back to, dealing with the eating disorder. And he was like, I care about you more as a person than an athlete. And he's the one that made me get help. He's the one that things got really bad. My parents came down. I opened up to my parents, and that's when things started getting better. And then I decided to go home, and they made me not embarrassed. And so my parents are like my biggest support system. And I went home, and I sat out from track, and I was okay with that. And at one point I was like, I'm finished. I don't want to run anymore because I need to get myself together. And once I did that, I was like, no, that burning love is still there. I love track. I miss it. I want I want to finish this off.
You want to come back to
Yeah, I want to finish it on a good note. So I went to the coaches at the University of Tennessee. It was Heather Van Norman, and nobody else wanted to give me a chance because I was fast.
Washed up.
I was like top 3 hurdlers come out of high school, and now it's just like, this girl ain't did nothing in 2 years. And she said, you know what? Come on my track team. I had to sit out a year. She said, you can't even score for the team. You can't even be on the track team, but I'll train you for a whole year. And next year you can be on the track team. And she invested into me. And after that, the next coach was Sharon Couch. She invested into me. She would make me send her affirmations every single morning. She would make me come to her office and sit and talk with her.
Wow.
And,
But I'd love for you to just expound upon that a little bit more. Like send her affirmations every day.
Yeah.
What is that? What did that do for you?
So for me, because it's like a journey, it's a marathon, right? So you're always going to have triggers, and she was very in tune with that. She could see it and she could tell, and she would bring me to her office and she's like, I just want to be your track coach. I'm going to be your life coach. And so she's like, I'm going to instill the confidence in you. I'm going to make sure that you have that endurance, that even if you're going through something, we're going to get you through it. So it was a hard time. She said, every morning I want you to send me 3 affirmations. And so every single morning I woke up, I sent her 3 affirmations. It started my day off very like.
Were they the same every day? Did they change?
Different ones.
Different
They
ones.
had to be different ones.
They had to be different.
Had to be different ones. And it was just something about being intentional about when you first wake up and just starting your day off positive, and having somebody that's investing in you and that cares. And she did that for me, and I was able to get back great mentally. I PR'd. I ran faster than I've ever ran before.
Wow, really?
And I got to end my college career on an amazing note. And I was able to walk away and not be sad. Like, my dream was to be an Olympic track athlete.
Okay.
Like, as a kid, I would draw in my book, Flojo. I painted my whole wall. It's still there in the house I grew up in. Painted my whole wall with track stuff. I was obsessed with it. And I remember my last track meet in college. I sat there. I actually fell over the hurdle. I didn't even finish the race. And I was able to just be like, I'm okay, because the day before I PR'd, I said, I'm
And what is PR?
personal best. I ran
Oh,
the fastest I've ever ran before.
Wow.
And
personal best.
Personal
Okay.
best. Personal record.
Personal
Yeah,
record. Sorry. Okay.
But I was like able to walk away because I said, I gave everything that I had, and I grew from this. And that's what this should be about. If you grew from it, that's a better life lesson than winning the 100-meter hurdles.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I grew, and I was able to walk away from that and be happy with it and close that chapter and move on to the next one.